I will start with the most important part. The new release is coming. Really soon. I've just completed what I consider the key feature of the update. Let me show you. All around the world, you can find books now. The books vary from place to place. You might find a book about apples or potatoes on a farm, manuals of magic in the abandoned house of a mage, descriptions of sacred rituals in a crypt, etc. You will mostly find them in final areas, alongside other rewards, but there are chances to encounter one on your way, like in an old forgotten library or a hidden stash. Reading a book unlocks a fragment of lore and gives you some knowledge, which is essentially an equivalent to experience points. You can only read so many books on any given topic until you learn it fully, and after that they will stop giving you anything. At any time you can read the collected lore in your journal. I'm not going to claim that all of it is good, but there are some pieces that I'm proud of. As I said last time, I was excited to finally work on something else than areas in the world, so obviously I spent a whole month writing the lore. There are about 40 books total and about 200 total fragments. All that stuff is only half of the real feature though. Before, all the recipes, with a few exceptions, were available from the very start. That was always something of a placeholder, as I've always wanted to have them unlocked gradually, as a form of character progression. There is, after all, a reason I consider this game an RPG, and that's not because it has quests. Behold the research tree. You can perform the research by expanding knowledge, thus unlocking various recipes. Different research requires different kinds of knowledge, of which there are 4. Practical, which is craftsmanship, engineering and medicine. You will most likely get it from books about crafts, medical instructions, guides, etc. Ecclesiastic, which is the knowledge of the church. You will get it from books about rituals and beliefs. Academic, which is philosophy, mathematics and other abstract subjects. This comes from encyclopedias, philosophic works, etc. Occult, which is the knowledge of magic, and it of course can be learned from books about magic and supernatural. Those are all abstractions of course, but they let me add some complexity to the system, as well as additional flavor. So now the game starts with no recipes available and your old notes on the table that give you enough knowledge for the first unlock. The rest you gather yourself, alongside crafting components, by exploring the world, and pick the recipes to spend it on. There is a surplus of knowledge in the game to unlock everything, but it will still take a lot of exploration. The research tree includes all the old recipes, as well as some new ones. Potion of Embers, for example, is likely to be your first unlock. It's essentially a weaker fireball, only creating a single flame, but it can still achieve a lot if used correctly. Boots are a new piece of equipment, and come in 2 kinds. Tall boots help you traverse the shallow water, plain and simple, while wooden sandals make grass grow under your feet. This might seem like it's just for fun, but don't forget that grass can catch and spread fire. Potion of Rot is an upgrade to the Noxious Potion. Unlike poison, Rot lasts until the victim has only 1 health left, and it also works on many creatures normally immune to poison. Potion of Disruption causes an anti-magic blast, disabling magical beings and constructs. It works on animated armors, undead and even magic mirrors. As for creatures like phantasms or shadows who have no body, they are destroyed instead. And by the way, this potion is the only way to destroy an incorporeal creature. Meanwhile, a Homeward Crystal is a quality of life item that brings you back into the lab from anywhere. But that's not all. Now we also got new music for the dungeons. And this one is also dynamic. The music reacts to the estimate danger of the situation, including the number of dangerous objects, hostile creatures, status effects. Have a listen. Additionally, I took time to include some new sounds. For example, breaking off a piece of wood, gathering piles of wood and stone, also some sounds for Ricardo. And that's mostly it. As I said, the new release is coming. I will mostly be doing playtesting and minor fixes for the next few weeks. There will be a dedicated release announcement video where I recount the major differences from the previous version. Subscribe here or to my Twitter if you don't want to miss that. Hope to see you soon.